doing a thing today. So we're gonna try and style a Ketchi's wig. This is kind of like a basic beginner's wig tutorial kind of thing. I'll do like a "do you wear wigs" video like later on along the lines of like how I do it, but I'm basically gonna do a tutorial style on Goro Ketchi. Hope you guys enjoy. Yeah. Before I start, I know this kind of looks like Uraraka's hair. Like, this is like how it was originally packaged, but there is a bit of Goro in there, like, trust me. I just need to make it not a bob shaped wig. So there's that. He also has quite long hair at the back, so like I'm gonna be messing around with it and like maybe like making it a little bit more textured. Whereas this is just a fuck ass bob. We're sorting the bob fringe out. We're sorting it. We are sorting this bob fringe out. I don't like it. I don't like it. I do not like that. The fact that it's a fuck ass bob. But like, I'm trying to work from my friend's photos, so like, mentioned somewhere in the bio, obviously. But like, we're gonna try and do this without messing it up. Actually. Why is it wigs when they come from like different stuff, like companies and stuff? Why is it always like they feel like they seem longer? I don't know whether that's like a me thing or whatever. It probably is a me thing. But I'm gonna try and like attempt to actually style this bob. As you can see, this is what we're working with. I'm going to try and like style it as much as I can. Now if you wanted to like give off like bangs texture kind of thing, for me, what's it, for when I use these shears, obviously you trim downwards like so, but like not too much. You obviously trim downwards and don't do it like too much. But if it's like your first ever wig, like I would recommend like not doing it too much. Obviously, everyone is still learning and how to be a beginner. I'm probably not the best at wig styling. I've just recently got into crimping, so that's new to me. Everything is new to me, to be honest. So there's that. So some people like to do this, keep it on. Whereas also you can actually work on it like an iron, like sort of like there. But like don't do it like put it on a setting that's like really comfortable to you. What's best is the lowest setting. This is just a really cheap crimper, by the way. But everyone's different in regards to styling and crimping wigs. This is just a basic beginner's tutorial, which I'm doing now. Now that I've crimped my way around the wig, I have like a little bit of a base to go from. I will end up putting a little few extra curls in, and then get around to actually completing it. You can actually go around this with a steamer for like any like finishing edges, but sometimes I use either my fingers or a brush to like defy it, if that makes sense. I'm trying to I make this really, really sticky. Do not talk to me about delicious pancakes ever again. So this is what we're thinking for the front. I kind of like the front, not gonna lie. I feel like it kind of works for him. The back might need a little bit of work, but I like where we're going with it so far. Ha, ha, ha. So I've gone back in and like crimped a few bits on the back. I do want to make the back a little bit more curlier, but let's see how much time it will take me to actually fully get it to curl. And like, I do want to keep the back so long, so there's that. And yeah. And I bet you're thinking, Ash, it looks kind of similar to your Chihiro wig. And I'm like, the thing is, the way I style my Chihiro wig is kind of very similar to how I style my Akechi wig. So like, they're both really similar in regards to how they are styled, etc. Same crimper, same style, different colour hair. Obviously Chihiro's got like more spikage, whereas Akechi's, I wanted Akechi's to be more curly and a little bit more refined, a little bit laid in the back. But yeah, with wig styling, this is like probably my best advice you can practice. Always practice. Look at tutorials on how to use a crimper or steamer, etc. Nobody's perfect first time around, but you can learn to refine your skills and actually be really good at wig styling. I have a weird love-hate relationship with wig styling. I'm not a keen fan on longer wigs, whereas short wigs are like really easy to style. I'll show you my England wig actually. This key is my pride and joy. So this guy, I still style and crimp him every day. This is like an old Crosscraft wig, but here's like little itsy bitsy details and how the spikes work, and yeah, I'm pretty proud of him. And then this is my Tanjiro wig, which I've obviously styled and used the hairspray and obviously the crimper. Like there is like a little bit more styling, but it was originally pre-styled when I first bought him back in like last year, but there's no harm in upcycling and like refurbishing the wigs. Something to be mindful of if you first start wig styling. If you're a minor, like get an adult to help you with wig styling for like crimpers and stuff. Be very careful with steamers, that kind of thing. And then I'll say we got Goro. I might need to work on him later on, but I'm pretty happy the way he is now. Might work on him like a little bit later, but I'm pretty satisfied with it. Would likely work on the fringe, so that's just a me thing, but yeah. So this is my wig tutorial over and done with. I hope you've enjoyed it. This is a basic wig tutorial for like shorter wigs or like wigs for like, yeah, this was my tutorial on how to like make them a little bit curlier. It's just kind of like a basic beginner wig tutorial. I do have the urge to make one for like the longer wigs, but it will require a lot of patience with me. I just don't like doing long wigs. I'll do one for longer wigs eventually, but for now I'd rather keep this up and probably do it later on. I just absolutely despise longer wigs, and that's just a me thing. But that will be happening at some point in the future, so check that out. And I hope you've enjoyed this video.